Hello, everybody. I'm here today hosting my first cosmic conversation with a gorgeous soul sister of mine, Sine, all the way from Denmark. Eee! And I am really honoured to have you with me here this evening, and grateful that you've chosen to have your first out there conversation with me. So thank you, Sine.
You're welcome, sweetie. So honored to be here. And as always, lovely to see you.
Yes, lovely to see you too. Well, we just kind of share so much, generally, because we have such kind of similar natures, really. And we're just like little love bubbles that go around, aren't we? And experience. But really, I'm kind of introducing you to everyone so everyone knows what you're about. So maybe you want to kind of just explain a little bit about you and then.
Ooh, I didn't anticipate that. So, well, okay. Well, I live in Denmark and I'm a clairvoyant and healer. And yeah, this is what I do and what I love. I love to sing. I love nature. I love my little cat. I love my family, friends, and I'm just a girl like everybody else.
Yeah. And I suppose one of the reasons why we've come together and to talk like this as well is because oration and speaking and using the voice is something that's kind of going to become important for us as we grow.
Oh, yes.
And come into our life purpose.
Yes, exactly. And
all.
We are definitely, oh, well, here's my cat, Hope. She wants to join us. Whoops. Definitely our throat chakra is one that is being cleared a lot these past few years in many ways.
What's so interesting actually about me specifically is that a year and a half ago I was afraid to use mine. I was afraid to speak, and actually now I'm hosting a conversation, and it's just how much we've moved and shifted into the oneness of the I am presence.
Yes. Yeah. When I was in high school, I used to sing quite a bit in various bands. So I was on stage quite a lot. And then for several years, I think maybe 10 years after high school, I didn't really sing that much. So I became more and more shy, stepping out there, stepping up. Then bit by bit, I started to use my voice again and sing as well. But I still get I still get into a space where now I'm singing in a classical choir, and well, here she is again. I'm singing in a classical choir, and we're having a concert tomorrow, and I'm having a solo. And every time I have the solo, my heart just starts pounding away, and I get so nervous. But I always pull through, and people cannot tell that I'm actually nervous. So the thing is, I think, is to keep doing it.
The thing is to show up, and no matter what those 3D feelings are, to push through them into that 5D space, which is what you're talking about.
Through the fear.
Yeah, doing it anyway.
Do it anyway.
Yeah. And that's kind of where love comes into the equation, because it's about loving
Yeah.
what you do and loving
Yeah.
yourself enough to do that as
Yeah.
well.
Mm.
And there's, love has many facets and many aspects to it,
Mm.
and how it shows itself. And um, the true heartfelt unconditional love that we have in the oneness of I am is something that we all strive for. And as Hope keeps kind of walking in front of the screen, I'm going to refer to animals, because that's
Yeah.
what they naturally have.
Yeah.
That's what they naturally have, and that's what we kind of strive for, to be like them, because they,
Presence of love.
yeah, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. Because as she's walking across, she's going, "Oh, it's okay, mummy."
Yes.
Just
Yes. She's amazing. Every time I have a conversation like this, she always steps up and, oh, I'm here too. uh,
yeah,
I remember once I was having a meditation where suddenly I would burst out singing or humming a tune. It just came to me and I hummed this tune, and she just literally sprang from across the room and just lay on top of my heart, just starting to purr, and I was just lying there humming a note. So that was so profound to actually witness, because I knew that she knew what was going on, or she reacted to the vibrations of my voice. So that was pretty awesome to get first-hand knowledge about what was going on while it was going on.
Yes, yes, because there is no separation actually between us and animals. We are from the same source. So as we kind of open and become who we are in our oneness and the I am, we are raising our vibration. And sometimes when we're just there and we're not thinking about anything, and we just sing or we just speak, and animals just know where the resonance is, and they just beam to it, don't they? And it's kind of like how we are, because we're all connected. We are all one. And when the energy is in perfect balance and from a loving space, everyone is in harmony.
Yes, and everyone is affected.
Yeah. And that's when that shows through animals in that way, like, oh, there's the love.
Yes. Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
you've got some amazing stories to tell about your pony as well, and your little dog.
Oh yes, I do. Yeah, they're so kind of definitely connected. This morning actually, there was a huge shooting star across the sky, and it was actually so interesting. I mean, when you see it, but rarely do you notice that an animal registers these things as well. Obviously they do, but it was like so obvious that he did, because
Oh
he
my
literally
gosh.
kind of stood there and went, woo, and actually looked at it with his ears up and watched it going with me.
Wow.
And yeah, so we shared the kind of magic of that moment. And yeah, it's just always magical when you share kind of a moment in energy and love like that. Yeah. And yeah, it's all about kind of pushing through any fears and just finding that space. Because everything that is out there, the universe and the stars, everything else is also within us. So
Mm.
as we expand and grow into that unconditional loving space,
Yeah.
we are becoming part of the universe whole.
Mm.
And that is why there is no separation with anyone. And you can say,
No.
I am, we am, they am, you am, because everybody is present.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot what I was supposed to be saying. um,
Worry not, it will come back to
yes, it will come. It will come
this
back.
minute. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the interesting part of it is that whatever you fear the most is probably something that you should be doing.
That is
So
so.
my greatest fear is to be out there, not to be
Yeah.
present because I'm always present, but to be out there and
Yes.
to be noticed. That's one of my biggest fears, actually.
And that's why I'm sat here actually beaming from the heart with pride in this conversation, because
Wow.
you have actually chosen to be here. I haven't pushed you in any way. I haven't in any way. You've said, "Oh, let's do it tomorrow," and I was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
yay!" And here we are.
Yeah.
So yes, is yeah, a very kind of very lovely moment, and I'm, as I said at the very start, very honoured to be sharing it with you, and that you've chosen to be here with me.
Yeah, we still have to do the things that we are afraid of. We got to push the boundaries and break down the walls
Yes,
and realize that we are actually free
yes, that is a
and
big
that we ourselves are putting up the boundaries.
yeah.
Oh, what might people be thinking about me? That's what I'm thinking. And also English is not my main language, so I'm like, can I get my um can I get my feelings across in a way that is understandable? Can I explain what I mean in English? And I know that some people may think that I'm a complete fool. She's just sitting there smiling, but who cares, really?
And well, that's true,
That's okay.
because
That's okay.
that's okay, because everyone has um, the right to what they think in each specific moment,
Mm.
and we're just sharing a moment of joy, and
Like we
sharing
always are.
with everybody else, and like we always do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also as well, when we're brave enough, and this is where often the reference to referring to ourselves as warriors comes in, because quite often to push ourselves to our life's purpose, we have to be brave enough to push ourselves along,
Yeah.
and there's no one else there to do it, and step up to fulfill what we know is there for us, and what that we're fully supported by the universe in doing it.
Mm.
And it's interesting because I've got a number of projects on the go at the moment, and today,
Oh, you do?
yeah,
Oh, that sounds so interesting.
yes, yes. And today I've been I'm putting out for an artist, for a couple of them. And today it was so funny because it actually came out of me mishearing a comment. she was actually talking about a half-price iron that she got in in the Black Friday. But I thought it was she was mentioning a violin because she has a lovely Polish accent, and I
Oh,
said,
okay.
"Play music," and she was like, "Oh, ironing," and I was just like, I just burst out. And then she said, I said, "Oh, I thought you were artistic and musical for a moment there." And she goes, "Well, I am artistic." She said, "I am an artist. I love to draw animals." And that is precisely what I'm needing. And so, yeah.
We love synchronicity, don't we?
Yes.
Where we just, okay, I'm open. I'm verbalizing what I would like to receive, and boom, it's there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so awesome. Have you
Yeah.
seen any of her work yet?
No, she's going to bring some for me next time I see her. So
Oh, so interesting.
yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just interesting how things, when it's time for things to happen,
Yeah.
they manifest. I mean, we can see them and we know they're there,
Yeah.
but until the divine timing is right, and this is an important point to note as well, it won't happen.
We
But we
love divine timing, don't we?
love divine timing. It
Oh,
teaches us a lot though as well, doesn't it? About
it
patience.
teaches us a lot about patience. That's true. It sure does. Yes.
Yeah, it teaches patience and all kind of um understanding as well is another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. um
Yes,
but
it's
yeah,
when we can see it, when we can feel it, that is when it is possible to manifest it.
absolutely. Yeah. It's about kind of already seeing it in your life,
Mm.
feeling it present in your life.
Yes.
Um, and then things just magically
Yeah.
unfold in
Yes. But
time and space.
the trick is also not to be too attached to it, because if it doesn't happen, then we have to be sort of like, okay, I'm okay with it, because something else will come up, and
And quite often what
it's
comes up can be better than what.
yes, it's even better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, because sometimes we're not able to see the wonderful, or we're not able to ask for the best of the best of the best. It's always a case of receiving the thing that is best for your soul growth.
Absolutely.
So what is best for you as a soul, as a divine soul? And that will always come to you. And it's not always what you've imagined it would be.
Or in the way that it would be either.
Yeah,
Quite often
exactly.
everything is
Quite often it's completely
different.
different. Oh my God, universe, I didn't see that coming.
I
Yeah.
think that's kind of an attribute as well that we both share, is the purity and innocence around it,
Mm.
how things are created. Because
Yes. Yeah,
because we all,
we are the creators ourselves, and we created our lives. But still we have to let the universe take over sometimes and let it come to us in stages or in the divine timing.
it's all about divine timing, and even as we are creator beings and have the ability to manifest anything, if the universe has a timeline or an order to how things are going to be, it will only happen that way, no matter how you kind of try to alter it and make things happen before something else. Something will always kind of fling up to make sure that actually, no, this has to be in place first. And
yes, because often it involves other people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So patience, yeah. I love patience.
Yeah. And actually all comes in, all these things come in naturally through love, the magic word for all things.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
My little love hope, she's grooming herself right next to me. She's taking care of herself. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. And that is another important part of it as well that
Yes.
you have just brought up there, the love of the self.
Yes.
Many of us focus on things being right outside of us,
Yes.
and
And
think
people
that
pleasing.
our life will be right when everything outside us is right. But actually, what is outside can only be fully right and as it should be if you have love for yourself.
Yes, it has to be integrated from the inside as well.
Yeah,
So my world is a direct, it's a mirror of what's going on inside of me.
absolutely.
I've always thought or known that whenever something comes up that's problematic or stressful or something, maybe not right away, but shortly after, I'm always considering, okay, Sina, what were you supposed to learn from that? What knowledge have you gained?
And I often find as well that from everything that can initially appear to be a catastrophe or an oh my god moment,
Yeah.
can actually be something that moves you forward immensely into your life's purpose, or something that is wonderful and divine for you that you didn't even know was there.
Oh, yeah. Quite often you don't know if you're standing in the middle of the storm. We're having a big storm now, and you can't see the outcome. You can't see, oh my God, where is this taking me?
That's true. Absolutely true.
But
But that's the
always you
beauty
get to a space after that is more divine and more perfect for you than you could have ever imagined.
absolutely.
And that's
Absolutely.
where the wisdom comes in, because when you gain that knowledge and you gain that inner knowing, it becomes the wisdom.
Yes,
Ah,
absolutely.
yeah.
So it's all about removing the how from the equation as well. Because actually, how's, if you focus on how is this going to happen, it puts a block on the flow because
Yes.
you're trying to make something happen. Whereas if you just remove any form of making it happen and just allow the flow to come in, just focusing on the outcome and what you're manifesting,
Yeah.
then it will always come into fruition.
Yeah.
Just maybe not as soon or anything like you expected, but it will always come into fruition at the end.
Yes, and we have so many helpers. We have so many divine guides, masters, archangels, that really want to help us, but we need to remember to ask
Yes.
for help.
Yes, and all, yes.
And not be too specific. Well, we have to be specific, yes, but sometimes, like you said, that if we ask in a certain way, okay, I want this outcome and I want it to be just like that. Boom. Well, what if the car that you actually want is better in blue?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, be open to the outcome and ask that it's the best outcome for everybody.
Yes. Yes. Always ask for the best outcome, and always give gratitude as well. Gratitude takes you forwards leaps and bounds.
Oh, yes, it does.
Yeah. You know, the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning actually is say thank you for allowing me to wake up today. And I look forward to what the day brings me. Let it be the best day that it can be. That's kind of my first thing that I say when I wake up every morning. And again, I always thank for each day at the end of it as well, and for all the magic that's occurred in it and people that have been part of it. And I always send love to everyone that's been part of my day as well.
Yes, that's a good reminder, Shona.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And it's the key to all things is, and well, the key to all things and flow of all things is love. It's the magic potion for everything.
Yes. Love for self, love for others, respect for self, and boundaries as well.
Yeah.
Keeping some safe, keeping some healthy boundaries.
Yes.
Is quite important as well. And respect all living.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when you get into that space where you have gratitude for all living, you can go totally berserk when you see a cow. When I see a cow, I'm just, oh my goodness. I turn into a little child again.
I had the cutest experience with a little calf this morning. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you did?
Because where I keep Quentin, I had lots of exciting experiences this morning. Where I keep Quentin, they also have cows. And if they sleep too close to the gate, because there's a big gap underneath it, the calves can roll out from underneath the gate.
Oh, yes.
And this one had rolled out, and it was stood there, and it looked at me and went, oh, and it like followed me around. It was following me out, and it's just had the cutest little face in the world. I was like, oh, it was only kind of as high as my waist, if that, and it was just absolutely gorgeous.
Did you help it to the other side?
Yes.
Towards mummy again?
Yeah, I told the owner of the yard, because sometimes, even though the big cows can be quite forceful with their energy sometimes, and the mummy cow didn't like me being near baby cow, so I kind of thought it would be best to have someone who knows what they're doing. So I kind of even though myself. And so both me and Nick put the calf back, but it was just such a wonderful surprise, actually, to just walk around the corner, this little calf went and I said, not half as surprised as me seeing you on this side of the fence.
How did I get here?
Oh,
Yeah.
it was bewildered actually, because you could tell it clearly just rolled out and got bumped on the floor. And gone, what?
Oh, like Ferdinand the cow, Ferdinand the cow that loves to smell the flowers under the tree. Oh, you know the Disney, I think it's Disney
Yes.
cartoon. Love
I mean,
Ferdinand.
yeah, there's so much love just in nature. I mean, all of nature is lovely, isn't it, really?
Nature is a manifestation of love.
It has,
That's
absolutely.
it.
That's absolutely it.
So
yeah, I
that's,
just spend time in it for that reason.
yeah, when we step into nature, we are just instantly healed.
Yeah.
And very rarely we realize that. And sometimes we just sit inside and just, I can't be bothered to go outside today. But really, it's good for us.
And that's why I just, I do kind of love the presence of my animals and their energy, because they do make me go out there. Even though I do it anyway, and I would do it anyway because I love being in nature, it's just nice to share it with them in a variety of different ways. Yeah.
They make us move, because sometimes when we are inside and we get the energies, when the energy is stuck for us, we need to move. We need to do something. We need to go outside. We need to move our body. So the animals actually help us with that.
They absolutely do. And that's why as well we're such keen animal lovers. Because the phone's ringing in the background.
Oh, yeah.
The universe is calling me. The universe is calling me. They say that everything. Now you can hear my dog howling in the background as well.
That's him.
Yeah. Now he's
a soprano dog.
Yes, he is a soprano dog. He's a very good orator.
I'm a soprano too.
Yeah. I'm a mezzo soprano. I'm not quite old, but yeah, it's interesting because just for a giggle, I did a reading for Ludwig the other day. That's my dog.
Yeah.
One of the cards that came up was, speaker, you have good oration skills that you need to And I thought, well, you definitely do that, because whenever there's any sound, whether it be the parrot singing or, well, tooting or whatever, or the phone ringing, he just sits there howling like he just did. And he just loves to sing.
Oh, that was a beautiful howl. I've never heard it howl as high as that. Well, yes, from puppies, but not.
Yeah.
And he's not a puppy.
A little soprano.
Yeah. Oh. Or he's a boy, so he could be a tenor.
He's too high for a tenor. Yeah. Oh, I think it's because he's so tiny. He's just got so... Ooh. Yeah. Oh, the best thing is when the parrot mimics his sound and then he joins in. So we have like a parrot and pooch chorus, I call it, because they just sit there howling to each other.
Oh, they have a little concert going.
It does drive my parents to distraction, but I just laugh. I just love it.
The only time my cat Hope that she says anything is when she wants food.
Mm,
So she
yeah.
goes like meow, meow, meow. Even if sometimes I see a cat prancing outside of the house and it has a route, it follows the same route every day, and she goes berserk when she sees it. She doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Only when she wants some food. Come on, mummy, feed me. Feed me.
That's another thing as well about animals that they teach us, that just to be happy, all you need is air in your lungs, water, food, and love around you, and
Yeah.
that's it.
Yes,
So
I
happy,
think
content,
when
grateful.
I got her, I instantly knew what she was teaching me, because she was teaching me to be present in the present, and she is teaching me to be playful,
Yes.
and she's a little healer cat.
Yeah, she definitely is, because I've spent time with spent
Yeah.
time with her presence as well. So
Yes. You
yeah.
know, you know, she's a little healer cat.
That also came up in my little dog's reading, that he's a healer. He is as well. Because if you're
Oh,
sat down and he's with you, he has to be on you, and his paws have to be
yep.
under somewhere. Yeah. On your heart, or yeah.
Yeah. The best thing is in the morning, that when I wake up and she's kind of lying. How can I do this? Yes, when I'm lying like this,
Yeah.
she likes to lie here.
Yes. Yeah. Snuggle. Yeah.
Yes, she loves that. Best thing. And then it's time to feed her. Come on, mommy.
Tells you so.
Yeah.
Yeah, the voice is such a healing thing as well. A vibration that the voice has. I mean, you know that as a singer, when you sing notes, or
Yes.
it resonates very much with the energies.
Yes. Actually, I was quite surprised. I have a friend who's a healer, and once she came to see one of our concerts, and she told me that she was sitting directly in front of me, and she told me that when I was singing, that she could feel it in her chakras, and especially when I had a solo part, she could feel her chakras go ooh, or huh. um, which I wasn't aware of.
Yeah.
But
And
that
I,
kind of resonated with what I had experienced with Hope in my meditations, where I was just lying, humming a note, and she would come, just putting herself on my body, she had to lie on my heart.
yeah, yeah,
I see it as sound waves
yes,
coming in and just shaking things up, in a good way,
absolutely, absolutely.
and healing, because mm, it kind of, um, how do you explain that? the vibrations makes all that is not supposed to be there go like woof.
Yes.
Like if you take a washing machine for a spin.
Yes.
I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It just gets your energies absolutely buzzing. And
Yes.
it's like sometimes when I feel like singing and I just randomly sing a song, when I've finished, my energy is going bzzzt. It's like really kind of there and ready for action, ready to do something.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. There'll be lots of healing going on tomorrow whilst you're doing your singing.
Oh, yes, definitely. Just before I sing, I ask and I see myself planting roots deep into Mother Earth. Please help me stay grounded, because actually sometimes I can't feel my feet and I'm like floating away. And that's when I get nervous.
Yes. Yes.
And I get so aware of everything around me. It's like I'm feeling everybody at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's quite overwhelming. But it's the best thing ever, and I love it.
Yeah, because it's just singing is just something that's from the heart vibration, it really. So it's just kind of, yeah.
I have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish you could come.
I would love to come. I will be there. I'll be there energetically.
Yes, you will. Definitely.
I will. Yes, and I'm looking forward to it too. Yes, I will be present and correct, just not like this.
I know. I will be feeling it.
Yeah. Wow. Gosh, do you realize we've been talking for 45 minutes?
Well,
time flies when you're having fun and enjoying yourself.
we usually talk for about
2
that.
hours.
2 hours, maybe. Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just always lovely to kind of have conversation with like-minded people, I think,
Yes.
and people that are already on the
We need that. Yeah. Being the freaks that we are. Like some people might think that we are. We need to have talks like that. Yeah. Open-hearted, open-minded talks.
Yes. Yeah, and from those, which is why we're doing this, because there will be aspects of what we've said that will help other people to grow, just from us having a general conversation. And that's why it was, I think as well, it was so time for this conversation to happen. I've seen it for a while, so it's
Oh, you have?
You know, when I came to see you in July, I brought my computer with me in case this happened, because I knew it was going to at some point.
Yeah, but it wasn't quite the time then.
It wasn't time then, no. And that's another thing, another point as well, that we've already kind of said it, that everything happens when it's right. And I think as well, if there's any kind of pushing of anything involved, then it's not right, because it's out of time or something isn't in the right space around it.
Yeah.
Only when their heart decides and says now is the time, will it flow and be correct. And that timing is now.
Yes.
But,
And we'll have lots more.
oh, lots more, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
It's nearly Christmas. I made a Christmas decoration.
Oh, let's see.
I don't know if you call it that.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Just a little teeny one.
Yeah. Oh, it's cool.
Hello.
Oh, wow. That's pretty. Got little baubles and yeah.
Oh, you can see yourself in the glass.
Yeah. Yes, I can. It's pretty.
I like to do that and just to be creative, and because that's when, well, of course I'm thinking, but it's like my hands are just working. It's just so lovely to be in that flow. Also, if you're painting or drawing or making jewelry or whatever, it's so wonderful to be in that creative space and just let your mind, it's like your mind is breathing.
Absolutely. Right, it's the heart expressing itself.
Yes, that's true.
And it's like when at the moment, my thing is writing books, as well as being creative in construction. But yeah.
I love that course. I would so much like to have joined that course with you.
Oh, it would be so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, again, it's just kind of when you sit down in a space where you just feel in the zone. It's about being in the zone of you, and it's just everything just kind of comes out. It just flows out, and your hands just move, and sometimes you don't. They just seem to be doing it by themselves, and don't even seem to be doing anything, and yet wonderful things are happening around you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know a lady who is a jewelry maker. And she makes the most divine rings and necklaces and earrings and all that. And I just think, to be able to work in materials like gold and silver, and to have all those amazing stones, and it's really it's play. Must be so amazing.
Yeah, it's all about being playful. All about having that childlike wonder about everything, that innocence and purity about it, and just doing it. Just doing. Just doing and loving what you do, without any kind of attachment to outcome of what's being created.
I'm still in the process of letting go of that.
Yeah.
And following my divine guidance.
Yeah.
And not let my mind get stuck.
Yes.
I'm always guided by my heart, though.
Yeah.
But sometimes I feel that I could be moving a bit faster if I wasn't as scared as I am about the outcome.
Yeah, but at the same time, you need to kind of acknowledge that you feel that way.
Yes.
And let go. Do let go.
That's key.
Because if you push that down, it would only come up as a big monster later rather grab you when you least expect it. So
Yeah.
it's best to deal with it now, as it's arising. So yeah, I think that's the case though with everybody. I think everybody kind of strives for kind of perfection, but as we have the human aspect, buttons are always going to be pushed, and there is always going to be some level of emotion going woo at some point, because you can't be love and light all the time when things around you aren't always love and light all the time. So whilst the world is growing and expanding, and moving into 5D, we're always going to have that occasional button pushing thing. So, and that's a wonderful thing as well, that it's like Native Americans always sow a flaw in everything they make purposely, because nothing is ever perfect. And we just kind of always thinking that, oh, we have to be perfect before we do anything.
Yeah.
But actually just being and showing up and being present, that's really what that is. That's and just being in that heart space.
It's a bit like starting to walk again.
Yes.
And just know that, okay, yes, the floor is still there.
Yes.
Yes, the floor is still, oh, it's still there. Okay. Oh, I tripped, but okay, I'm getting up again.
Yeah. I'm good at tripping. I fall flat on my face when I trip.
Oh my God, so am I.
In the world. But anyway, but my thing has always been a feeling of having to be ready before I do anything. And that's the thing that I am still working with, because I mean, this is so much, even though I've always been extremely aware, but even when I was a baby, I didn't walk till I was 2. I didn't speak till I was nearly 2.5, because I wouldn't do it until I knew that I could.
Yeah.
And I've always kind of, in my human space, always been that way. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't like the usual, most children when they learn to speak and they turn over the book and it says apple, book, cat, dog, or whatever. Usually go abacada first of all before they can say the word.
Yeah.
I just sat in silence until one day when my dad he used to get really frustrated because he thought I wasn't even trying, but it's just the way I am. I like to absorb everything first, and then put it out there. And one day he was just sat there with the book, and I just went apple, and he went. I speak.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, so it's, for me, it's just kind of a case of just pushing through that. And that's, Hope's back again. She's telling us to to speak and use our heart.
When I was a kid, the first thing I said, well, I'm not sure about the first word, but I always said, "Sig selv," which means Sine can do this by herself. Really. Didn't want any help at all.
Yeah.
I was confident enough to, okay, I can do it. Oh, no. I got this. I can do it. You don't have to help me. I can do it.
Yeah.
And then I think in my teens, I kind of tripped a bit where I got so insecure about everything, about my life and myself and people around me. So I had to kind of, in my 30s, grow back into that state of, okay, it's okay. I can do this.
That's the kind of the statement that needs to kind of go out there. I can do it.
Yeah. And I'm doing it.
And I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Anything that is in your mind or has come into your mind, dreams, visions, or anything that you've always thought you wanted to do, is come in because it already exists for you somewhere else. So you can always manifest it.
Yes. Oh, we can go into a whole different talk about parallel lives and timelines and merging and but that's a
We'll
different
save that
talk.
for next time.
Yes.
And as
So,
we've now been speaking for an hour, and this is kind of going out to people who may not always have an hour to spare,
yeah.
I think we just end this conversation here now.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah, and
It was
it's been
lovely to speak to you,
absolutely
sweetie.
divine. Mwah, as always. Always lovely to see you. Bye, everybody else.
Bye bye.